Hello everybody, CybCraft here with another episode of CybCraft. As you can see, we are on the server. Oh, some of my fellow Cyberians would like me to sleep, so just hold on a quick second. Let me pull out my bed, and I can't sleep. There are monsters nearby. It's probably that skeleton that I saw just a minute ago, wasn't it? Well, you'll get to check out my new rapier. I have this rapier that's really awesome. Now you're back too far, aren't you? Yeah, thank you. Alright, so the rapier is a Tinker's Construct weapon that I have created. And I'm not sure if this is a smart idea or not, because now I just reset my spawn, and now I don't have a spawn point. So if I die down here, it'll be bad news bears. But I wanted to show you guys my lumber axe as well. This thing is awesome. It's like a regular wooden axe, but it acts like a if anybody's ever used the Treecapitator mod before, it will chop down a whole tree in one swing if you have if you swing at the base. So that's what makes this so awesome. So down in a mineshaft, however, you can sit there and go to town with some of these pillars, and if it's not chopping down a tree, it will take out a 3x3 area of wood. And this is awesome in a mineshaft, I'm telling you. Just poof, 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 huh? Isn't that great? It looks like Chris is needing cobble. He's just starting out on the Tinker's Construct stuff and getting his feet wet, so it's great fun, let me tell you. So, yeah, I wanted to show off kind of these two things that I've built. I've also built a pickaxe. It's just an aluminite pickaxe for mining ardite and cobalt from the Nether. Which, if anybody that's played Tinker's Construct before knows, those are kind of the higher end metals. And I used that to mine some ardite and cobalt to make the blade for this weapon right here, my rapier. And it has, as you can see, it has the auto repair. It's reinforced. I used a paper hilt so that I've got the extra modifier slot. I've got a little bit of lapis on there for fortune, and then I put an erotic bone on there so that I can get life stealing, and that's actually become a great benefit to this weapon. Right now I am just kind of exploring this mineshaft, looking for some chests before I continue on. I found this mineshaft as I was exploring the world a little bit, looking for a village, and saw it at the bottom of a lake bed. Saw some light coming in from the bottom of the lake bed at nighttime, and didn't have any place safe to put my bed down. Plus I had a couple of people that were AFK, so that made things a little difficult to sleep. And now, let's see, I've already found one spider spawner here, but I'm still looking for the chests. I haven't found any chests or minecarts yet, which is kind of odd. I'm wondering, is that a 1.7 edition? Oh, here comes some skeletons. Maybe I should ask them. You think they'll know? The beauty thing about the rapier is that you can sit there and attack with it really quickly. You see that? I got like 4 attacks on him before he could blow up. So that's one of the things I really like about the rapier. I also built myself a golden bag of holding, which, if you don't know what that is, then this is a just an extra inventory space that you can carry around with you to nope, no, I need those torches to hold, you know, things that you pick up, obviously. So let's get a couple more of these miners delights. I think you're supposed to be able to make something with them. So anyway, just a short little recording just to kind of show you how things are going. I don't know when. I'll probably add this into the next episode. Not sure when that's going to happen. I am going to record some Terraformacraft here. So if you're keeping up with that series, then then you can really. Oh, melon seeds. That's good. That's worth it. So I don't know what kind of trees these are, guys, but holy cow, they are big. I almost don't want to try to chop them down just because of how just how much it's going to take off of my lumber axe. So they look to be oak, but you know what? Let's check real quick. What biome am I in? Oh, I'm in a river. Of course I'm in a river. Alright, let's come back over here and get out of the river. Tell me what biome I'm in. A Sacred Springs. Interesting. Okay, well, chalk that up to one more biome that never seen with biomes aplenty. So, I do not think I'll be trying to fell one of these. Just because that just seems like a huge task. So, alright, here's one for you guys. I just ran across this biome and I felt like I had to share it. It's called the Silk Glades biome. At first I thought I was going to run into a whole bunch of spider spawners, but nope, just a whole bunch of spider webs sitting around. I guess if you need a lot of string, this would be the place to come, huh? It's nothing but spiderwebs everywhere. And look, there's a witch hut. So I guess this is classified as a swamp type biome. So anyway, just thought you guys might find that interesting. I have been making quite a bit of progress here at our temporary base, and I had a project that I was planning on doing, and I felt like I'd go ahead and record that and kind of give you guys a kind of a mini update on where we're at here on the server. We do have a Tinker's Construct smeltery going. I've got a couple ender tanks here. Those are both coded to the same color scheme, gray, 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 and they are feeding our lava tanks. Now, I don't have anything fancy in the nether set up for this so that they auto refill. I just have one sitting in the nether next to a lava lake where I'll have to go down and fill that up. The more I explore with extra utilities and that ender pump that they have in there, the more I'll be able to find out if I can set up some kind of automated pumping mechanism. But I also have an ender chest here that feeds a hopper right into my controller, so whenever I'm out mining, I can use this same ender pouch and drop ores right into my smeltery. And if you come around here, I've set up a chain of hoppers underneath all of these tables that lead into this chest right here. And using an extra utilities redstone clock, it pulses this drain and faucet right here, so that whenever that faucet receives a signal, it pours out enough metal for one ingot. So effectively, with this setup, I can mine and send all my ores back to my base, and it just sits there, and as long as this chunk is loaded, we'll constantly be smelting up all my ores while I'm out mining. So we have made a couple more tools for the Tinker's Construct. As you can see here, we've got ourselves a short bow, a rapier, my silk pickaxe, my hammer, and a lumber axe. But I thought today we would go ahead and make a shovel, because I am in dire need of a shovel. But before I do that, let me go ahead and give you a little bit more of a tour about what else we've got going on. In here I've got some is my oreberry cave, and I highly recommend that you set one of these up if you do, if you are running Tinker's Construct. Just to give you an idea, these are all experience ores or berries. So you sit there and right click on these, gather them up, and then right click on the berries themselves, and they'll give you experience. That's free experience just for sitting here growing in the dark. And this is gold. We've got 10 right here. Right, why do I have 10 above iron? That's interesting. And then copper. Yeah, 10's supposed to be back here. Okay, so to be honest, this is the first time I've actually turned on the light in here. I usually keep it dark, so it's kind of hard to see what's what, and I think I placed them in the wrong place. So let me go ahead and place these down here. And yeah, these will hurt you if you walk on them. They're like cactus. So we've got aluminum here, and then we've got this is all iron, and then this is all copper over here. So every time we see that we've got nuggets, we go ahead and collect those like that, like that. There it goes. But yeah, you don't want to leave the torch in here. You want to keep it dark. And each of these berries that you pull off of off the bushes basically represents one nugget of that metal. So since we don't really have a nugget mold for the Tinker's Construct, I wait until I have multiples of 9, and then I would take this 9 and go ahead and smelt that down and be 1 ingot, so of that aluminum. So that's why I'm holding on to them, and I'll just smelt those down when I get multiples of 9 of them. So anyway, yeah, we've got ourselves. We're moving along. We've got some of the iron chests for our storage, so that we don't take up as much. And as you can see, they're much bigger. This is kind of a little equipment chest that I've got over here, backup equipment. I do have a trash can for extra utilities for tossing stuff away that I don't need anymore. Of course, some traditional furnaces for things that can't go in the smeltery. And then I've got a farm started down here with some wheat, carrots, potatoes, sugarcane, and then some melons and pumpkins. We've got our Enchanting Plus system here, which if you ever used Enchanting Plus, you'll know how important that is. So you can come in here and add anything, add the enchantments that you want at the a little bit at a time, and also repairing is much cheaper. I'm only paying 1 level each to repair these up to full. Now they weren't down too bad, but got some soul sand here growing, and then this is my smeltery. Not smeltery. This is my auto smelting machine. I'm working on smelting up a whole bunch of netherrack, so that I can get a whole bunch of nether brick for a project that I'm working on. So that's kind of the base. Let's go outside real quick. Oh, it's nighttime, and I've got a couple other people on the server, so I can't exactly sleep. But sit there and show you a little bit about what we've got. And oh, I overshot him. Nope, stay put. I like this short bow. It's powerful, but see, look at that, 9 in 1 hit. But it takes a while to charge up, so that's the only downside to the short bow. Let's see. So yeah, we've got. We're starting to clear off a little bit of an area down there for our main base. Pardon the voice. And you can see that right there, kind of where I've got that torch. That's going to be the center of the main base. I do have a... Oh, who's attacking me? How did I anger you? Okay, fine. You want to go, boy? These guys always run away from me because I just... Oh, yeah, there you are, huh? Yeah, I'm about to die, actually. Let's go up to my safe zone up here. Little teleporting bastards. Alright, where'd you go? Okay, well, maybe he decided to run off. So yeah, I've built a couple bridges over to some of these other biomes just to make it a little bit easier to get across, so I don't have to go down such a big ravine. You can see one other bridge over there that goes over to the forest, and then I've built kind of a another one. I don't know if you could see it very well, but there you go. It's kind of a little stairway type thing that goes down. And then last but not least, before we get on to the project, I have been doing lots of caving, and I've lit up all these caves down here. And I do have a slime chunk down in this cave system, so that's kind of a good thing. I need to mark it out so that I know the coordinates and can work on a slime farm pretty soon. But with the slime island, it's not as big of a deal as it would have been in the vanilla game. So it's kind of over there with where that obsidian lava pool is. But I have found a skelly spawner that's very close to the base, and I went ahead and set up a skelly farm. This isn't really an XP farm, it's just really an AFK for bones and arrows. So, and that's all encased up in here. Again, just a 10 by 10 room with the spawner in the center. It's all dark. It's got water pushing them into the single trough, and then another space past the trough. The water pushes them up against the wall, and they drown. So. Yeah, it's a pretty simple farm. You can set this up pretty much anywhere if you want bones and arrows. And then we've just got a line of hoppers with some pressure plates along the bottom here that feed into this chest, which I probably need to get some iron chest upgrades and upgrade that to bigger storage, kind of like our chicken farm. So yeah, that's kind of the progress that's been made. We've also done a lot of work in the Nether to get everybody's bases linked up. So that's taken a lot of time this week as well. But like I said, today I need a shovel, and I figured I would go ahead and record making a shovel using Tinker's Construct. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to shut off our auto smelting thing, and look at what we've got as far as casts and patterns. What have we got here for patterns? So we've got a regular shovel head, but we don't have an excavator pattern. So, excuse me. So first and foremost, we'll need to that pointy head thing makes me always distracts me. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we have to make a couple blank patterns. Let's go ahead and toss the zombie head and flesh back in the chest there, and we'll come over here. Oh wait, we need to make the pattern first. Oh, I already had one in here. Cool. So, no, we're not doing arrowheads or fletchlings or bowstrings. Large blade. There we go, excavator. Okay. So, let me check my book, and let's find out what we need for excavator. I thought my phone was going off for a second. Okay, so an excavator. The reason I'm doing an excavator is I've got a hammer already that does great when mining out large areas of stone. But I need an excavator for mining out large areas of dirt or sand. Now, what I will probably end up doing is make a shovel a little bit later on, or yeah, just a regular old shovel, and put auto smelting on it, so that I can turn sand into glass. And I'll probably just auto smelt and put a whole bunch of speed on it so I can do that at one at a time. But the excavator I'm going to leave as normal, so I can just pick up large amounts of sand or clear out large amounts of sand or dirt or any other kind of blocks that are that kind. So that's going to be very helpful. But we need a large plate, a tough rod, and a tough binding. So that's pretty easy. I've already got the large plate. I've already got a paper tough binding, so we're just going to use that, and then a tough rod. So we don't need any other patterns. We can go ahead and toss these blank patterns into our pattern chest, and oh no, we can't. Alright, well, we'll toss them into over here. so we can use them in the future. So we do need to make an excavator pattern. So we'll need to get some cobblestone. Hold on just a second. Let me go grab that. Okay, we've got our cobblestone and we're ready to make our part. So put it up there. Now the material cost for the part is 8, so we're just going to drop 8 cobblestone in there, and we've got ourselves a stone excavator. So let's go ahead and put this over here next to our shovel, and we'll put our wide board pattern a little bit further along. Why do I have 2? I don't need 2 pickaxe patterns. Okay, so yeah, I can trash that 1 pickaxe pattern. Just a reason for the clutter. Oh, you know what? Oh, you don't know. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, while we're working on getting the patterns together, let's go ahead and smelt up a couple of obsidian. 2, 4, 6, 8. For the large plate, because I do want to use obsidian for the plate. I think I'm going to use, that's 3. So yeah, let's use thaumium for the tough rod. That will give us an extra modifier slot. The paper will also give us an extra modifier slot. So right out of the gate, we're going to have 5 modifier slots on the shovel, which is good because we want it to have some speed. First up, let's go ahead and smelt down some aluminum brass so that we can make the cast for this. And then let's look at our modifiers and see what modifiers we want to be looking at putting on this shovel, on this excavator. So first and foremost, I know we're going to want at least 2 slots of speed, so we've got plenty of redstone for that here. But let's look at the book and see what else, because if we're going to use thaumium for the rod, then you know what, maybe we don't want to use thaumium for the rod, now that I think about it, because we want a high durability. And if you look at this, at my hammer, it's got huge amounts of durability. Its mining speed is cobalt, and if I remember correctly, I used a cobalt handle, and then obsidian plates, and then maluminium head. So I may want to do the same thing for this one, just so I can get a high. Oh, see, I'm not going to be able to. I can't make 8. I don't have 8 maluminium, so I'm going to have to do like a cobalt head. I don't even have 8 cobalt. Okay, but I can do a cobalt handle. All right, let's go over some of our options here while this is smelting down. So we've got ourselves our pattern. Oh, yep, the hopper pulled it out. Oh, I've got more here. Haha. I forgot about this. Okay, so good. I may have enough cobalt for a cobalt head. Yes, I do. Okay, so that's good. Not a maluminium head, but a cobalt head. So let's get the obsidian melting up. Let's get that, pull that out. Nope. And put our mold in for that. I'm going to put this away. So once the obsidian melts, we'll have our plate. Now let's look here. We're going to use paper for the binding. It's just a matter of what are we going to use for the head, which is 8 material, and the rod, which is 3 material. Because yeah, if I use that, unfortunately that doesn't give me thaumium, or that isn't in here as far as what its abilities are. So I like using obsidian because it gives you the reinforced 3. It doesn't have a high durability, but as the plate, it's fine, and it gives you a okay mining speed. I could use aluminiumite. That's always a good one. But aluminite. Did I use slime for the handle? Maybe I used slime for the handle. Because I could do that very, very easily. I could make a couple more slime crystals. I've got plenty of slime. And then I used cobalt for the head. Because the interesting thing about the... Oh yeah, you know what? That's what I did. The interesting thing about the slime is that it gives you a 2.0 handle modifier for it. So if you use the handle... Of course this... If you can use malinium for the handle, that's even better. And then again, maybe that's not a bad idea either. Is because I've got 3 malinium, whatever you call it, for the handle, and then I could use 8 cobalt for the shovel. And then we've got the paper and the obsidian. So we wouldn't have the extra modifier slot using the thallium. But I think I like that better, just because that's going to be a much stronger tool in the long run. So I think that's the direction we're going to go. So we're going to have 4 modifier slots to start off with. Let's look and see what modifiers we want to put on here, because this one's all going to be about the speed. Okay, so we'll look at either putting a diamond or an emerald. I'm leaning more towards the emerald because we're going to be talking about starting off with like 4, 5, 6,000 durability. So the emerald will more effect increase that by 50%. Obviously, speed is going to be a big one. Auto repair is going to be 1. So we're already looking at 3 slots there. We're not doing auto smelting on the excavator, just the shovel. Luck isn't necessary. These are all weapon modifiers. We're not going to be doing soak touch on the shovel. We've already using an obsidian plate, so we've got the reinforced status. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I think we're just going to be looking at doing auto repair, speed, and maybe increased durability. So where do I have my moss? Do I have moss somewhere? Nope, no moss. No moss. Okay, so let's make more moss. We can make more moss just by doing this. This is why every dungeon I find, I clean out all the mossy cobble. Okay, there's that, and then we're probably going to end up using an emerald. Okay, that's done there. Go ahead and smelt this and that down. Our obsidian plates down there. We'll pull these 2 out and put these 2 in. Now I don't have to worry about malonite and cobalt mixing together, just because they don't. We'll put our large plate back there. Yeah, I'm liking this. I think this is going to turn out to be a pretty good shovel. It'll be really quick, and I may sit there and use the book, or the stuff in the book, to give it 1 more modifier slot just for speed, because I would like to double or triple up on speed. So if you come over here to the far end where it gets to the flux, you just kind of skip past that because we don't have this add-in for thermal expansion. So you come over here, you can add a diamond and a gold block to add an additional modifier slot. You can also add a notch apple and a diamond block, or a nether star. All 3 of those will add a diamond block. Don't worry about this. This is mainly for creative. So even they get a little bit expensive, especially with that nether star and that diamond block. But yeah, we can grab a diamond and a gold block and increase the give us one more modifier slot. So there is that too. We got a spider following me around up there. Is that bothering you guys? Let me come up here and take him out. Yep, that's right. You're dead. I'm not sure what mod it is. There is something unusual on this server that spiders maintain aggro even at daylight. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got our 8 molten cobalt. So we're going to put that on our excavator head there. And then as soon as those 3 malonite melt down and this is gone, we're going to pour that on in there. Give me back that. Give me back that. And give me my pieces. Okay, there we go. We've got our pieces. So let's come over here to our tool station. We're going to make an excavator. Paper binding. Boom. Reinforced 4 slots, 3,800. Okay, yeah, so that's not bad, but we want better than that. So we're gonna. So adding a diamond is only going to add 500 durability. So we're going to do an emerald, which is going to take it up to 5,700. So we like that. That's 1 modifier slot. Let's go ahead and add. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add moss. So we got auto repair. So 2 left. Let's go ahead and add these 2 to add a 3rd modifier slot. And then now we're just going to sit there and dump in redstone and really speed this up because it's already at mining speed 5, and I'm going to have to do it in singles because unfortunately it just can't seem to take 5 redstone out of a block. So now we're up to 2 blocks or 2 modifier slots with redstone. And as you can see, our mining speed is already up to 7.8. Okay, so we've got 1 more slot left. We've increased our durability by 50%. We've got auto repair, haste. We're not worried about smelting at this point. Basically, we're duplicating this, right? So let's go ahead and add in our last modifier slot, redstone. And I need more redstone, so let me get out of this and break a block up. Oh, why did it do that? There we go. So we've got that. And now we have ourselves a we should have ourselves a very fast, yep, mining speed 10, high durability excavator. So while we're here, let me double check that. I think I need to, while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and increase the speed of that one. Let me grab another gold block and another diamond, and we'll add 1 more slot to it because I don't think I've done this on my hammer yet. So let's do that. Oh, maybe I have. See, it's not showing up. Durability reinforced. That's interesting. He's got 2 plus an emerald and moss. So he had 4, but this one's got 5. Oh, because I didn't use paper. Okay, yeah, I didn't use paper on this. So I'm going to need a diamond block and a notch apple or something else, or a nether star to add to get that speed up. So that's for another day. But yeah, I think that will do it. We've got ourselves a really nice shovel excavator now. And I'll flip that back on. We'll put some of this stuff back away. Don't need the redstone anymore. Don't need the pretties. And I'll put my book back away over here. And let's go try it out. What do you say? I'm excited to see how this works. And then we've got a full set. It's not daytime. And I've got other people on. So hold on just a second. Let me see if we can coordinate a sleep. To sleep off the night, and I'll be right back with you. Okay. Meow the Gamer was nice enough to relog for me so that we could sleep off the night. And now we're going to go over here to this desert and try out our brand new, very fast, speedy excavator. So what do you say? You excited to see how good this thing's going to work? I am, because we need lots of sand. So, because one of the things I'm going to be needing to do. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's just awesome. Yep, that's what we needed. It's super fast, and it does it in blocks of 3. So, yeah, if you do it on the side, it'll do blocks of 3 down. So, oh, who's attacked? A creeper's attacking me. Well, thanks for the sand, dude. Not like you can hurt me with my armor, but interesting. I wonder where he was. He must have been down the side of the hill. Yeah, I bet you he was just down there. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm happy with this. As you can see, this is just one of the many tools that you can make using Tinker's Construct. It's very helpful, especially for clearing out large pieces of land. I've been using it for getting the location of our base ready, and yeah, I needed something that could sit there and do the same thing that the hammer does, and this is it. This is perfect. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of CybCraft. As we get further along and start doing other projects, I'll make sure to record it so you guys can kind of see where things are going and what we're doing on here. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.